live from, what's the name of this place?
I don't know. You got me worked
Domino's?
up. I'm angry right now. You got me
From
pretty
Domino's?
pissed off from the fight.
We
Heart rate's elevated.
So what happens when Portnoy comes to Tampa and swings by here and gets a slice?
Well, he won't come anywhere near me. He was in Miami. Didn't even come to the media row. He
because he was scared of Matt.
You're damn right. You think I care about a charge? Like, you think I care about going to jail? Like, it's principle, man.
All right, we better change subjects because I've seen him like this before.
I'll break this table.
It's not.
Last time I broke the studio, I was like a caged gorilla, dog. Like, you don't understand. Like, this is not a sport to me. Like, this is pride. It's principle.
All right, speaking of pride, thank you. That's the best segue you've ever done. So I only know a little bit because I don't follow the news, but allegedly, because I don't know for sure, some of the Tampa Bay Rays players, I guess, took off the Pride logo over the weekend. It was Pride Week, the big parade. The parade just happened, right? Or is it coming up? When did we find out about Mick?
He just voted for Mick this week, so it has to be coming up soon.
So it must be this weekend.
Must be.
All right, but it was Pride Weekend, and some of the players took their logos off. And as an athlete, can you do that? Should you do that? What are your thoughts?
A similar situation happened in Europe. There was Paris Saint-Germain, a soccer club out there. They had their own Pride Weekend. The numbers were the rainbow colors for the flag, and a player decided to not play in the game because he didn't want to wear the jersey. And I think that's probably the best course of action if you want to. You're not okay with something, you don't disagree with something because everybody has their opinion. I think go about it that way, but the ripping off of the thing is going to be looked at as like disrespectful. And then you start getting into the optics of it, because you can feel how you want to feel, but you have to understand that you're a professional athlete and that's big business. So there's a certain way you have to conduct yourself.
But how can a player just say, I'm not going to play?
You very well can.
Injury.
Well, no, it's not an injury. It's because they don't want to wear the logo.
I mean, just be like, hey, my hamstring.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay.
Like Brian Greasy fell down the stairs tripping over a dog.
Yeah.
Guys do it all the time. Guys do it all the time. I'm not playing.
Interesting. All right. See, I would have a problem with that. Being me, and you know me.
No, I understand.
No, and my thing is, you just said that you're willing to go to, and I don't want to get back on the subject, so promise me we're not getting back on the subject.
We're getting back on.
Okay. You said you're willing to go to jail for what you believe in.
Yeah.
So then, you're not willing, if you're going to, you say, I'm not playing because of the logo. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's easy for me to say because I'm not an athlete.
I mean, it's not an easy choice to make, but again, it's like, if it means that much to you that you would rip it off, like I can't even be seen with this, I think optically the better way to go would be to say, hey, I'm not putting that on. I'm going to remove myself in the situation.
Yeah. Because you can't, just because the team embraces it, they shouldn't.
Yeah.
As an employee, you don't have to embrace what the team embraces.
It doesn't mean that, oh my gosh, I'm wearing it and now I'm supporting this. Like, this is the uniform. Like, let's say, there's a sponsor for your team.
Well, but it does say you're supporting it.
It does.
That's
sure.
what I've just said to you off the air, that, you can be okay with it. Everybody has a right to do whatever. But by wearing the logo, you are supporting it.
I don't think so.
I think so.
No.
I think it says you've.
I don't think so at all, because they put lots of things. It's an advertisement.
Right.
It's like
it is advertisement.
You go on a plane, and they have a sticker, Virgin Airlines. Are you supporting Virgin? Like, you're getting on a plane. Like, there's stickers on things. It's an ad. That's how I look at it. It doesn't. Everything that they put on the logo that we wear doesn't mean like I'm supporting that thing.
Well, but you don't have a choice. I mean,
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah. So like they didn't have a choice.
Well, they do. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. They don't have a choice, but they peeled it off.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, how it plays out, and depending on who the player is, because as we all know, depending on who you are, I mean, Tom Brady could take something off and nothing would happen.
To be
He
honest,
took his clothes off this week in a video.
Did you see that?
no, I didn't.
Yeah, on Thursday, I guess he unveiled his new clothing line, which is underwear. So it's him standing, I guess it was like a kitchen.
In a bathroom in his
like
house
sticking
or something.
his butt out and talking about his undies, and it was pretty good.
Did not see that. Okay, Tom.
Going all in.
Tampa Tom. No, but I will say though, one last thing on that topic. I just lost my train of thought. But like, I will say though, it's interesting that they're taking that hard of a stance on it.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of interested to see where it goes. I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion, you do what you got to do, and like, hey.
Well, I mean, and not to go backwards in the sake of saying it just for shock value, but hasn't there been times where they've done things in like for support of the police or things that have happened like Black Lives Matter protests and things like, haven't they done professional teams?
Yeah.
They've done things in support of.
100%. Yeah.
So it's just a different
Yeah, exactly. That's
cause,
right.
but same application, same process from the corporate office, from the league to the teams to the players having to conform or not conform or take a knee to
let's say
stand
they put
against
a
them.
BLM sticker on it, and somebody says, "I don't support BLM," it takes it off. It'd be a big deal.
Right. No, it would be a big
You
deal.
know what I mean?
Right.
And so, and just because it's on your helmet, I'm not thinking, "Oh, I support that," or "I do." I think it's one of those things where it's like, you play for a big corporation, it's big business, and you gotta take advantage of it.
Do you think that's one reason why the NFL allowed so many different statements, and not just because wasn't it like BLM and rights and there was like 5 or 6 or 8 different
Yeah,
things you could
everybody
put on.
has the thing that they're championing for, and I think I'm just back. It just came back to me now. So what I was gonna say about the 6 guys who took the stand or whatever, I think for them what they got to deal with is the court of public opinion more than flack from their team or teammates. Because if they did that, I'm sure people in their organization know where they stand on that issue.
Right.
If they can take that stance on it publicly. So I think they're gonna have to deal with more Twitter and people talking about it on the news.
But do you think
guys like
athletes
us.
really care about that? I mean, some do.
Yeah,
Some do.
It affects you. Like if every time you go on your social, because social media is a big part of any athlete's life,
Sure.
especially in today's day. So if you're constantly on your socials, that's like a second part of your life, and all you see is negative thrown at you, it affects anybody.
And I'll use a personal story from my family's experience. Like,
Well, I want to hear Caleb's personal story instead. No.
so
He looked like a puppy dog. Like, oh.
So my daughters are 9 and 7, and my oldest. Growing up, rainbows are cute. They love rainbows, and they have all kinds of rainbow things, like rainbow shoes and rainbow this
9
and
and
rainbow.
7.
9 and 7, 10 and 8 next week.
Right.
I mean, so Morella is really she was really into rainbows, and she has flip-flops rainbows. And then we went to the store, and she saw these Adidas that were Pride supportive shoes that were in the rainbow colors, and it was Pride specific. And so I made a comment. I said, it's really crazy how it's just like normalized now on TV. Like everything, like the traditional family matrix is kind of not there anymore. If you watch TV, it's sitcoms and it's girl and girl and guy, and it's like, and so it's all these different things. And I was like, you know what, girl? I was like, you're at the age now where what you wear actually represents who you are and what you believe. Like being 10 years old, if you keep wearing the Pride supportive colors just because you think it's pretty, people are going to think a certain way about you. And so then she made the decision not to buy the shoes because she has made a decision that she's into boys. She likes boys. And so she didn't want to show that support. And she's 10. So I think as you get into sports and with money and sponsors, I think depending on who you're